as we welcome our 2019 graduate class. priceless moment. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by Union High School's Junior ROTC and the singing of the national anthem by Jana Mojica from Community Transition Campus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and broad stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jana. Absolutely beautiful. Guests and graduates, please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Toni Moore, and I am honored to serve as the Director for Accountability for the Special Education and Early Intervention Services Department. I welcome you to our 2019 recognition ceremony. We are honored that several of our board members and cabinet members are in attendance today. I would like to introduce the following guests who have joined me on stage. Ms. Kimberly Davis, board member. Catherine Downs Lewis, board member. Ms. Jen Schottke, board vice president. Ms. Christian Grant, board president. Dr. Ronald Gorman, assistant superintendent. And Mrs. Teresa Weatherall Neal, superintendent. In addition, I would like to acknowledge several of our cabinet members who are seated in the audience. Cabinet, would you please rise? Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Teresa Weatherall Neal, Superintendent of Schools.
Good evening. On behalf of the Grand Rapids Board of Education and my cabinet, I would like to congratulate the students representing our center-based programs today. We are so very proud of all of you. I also would like to take this time to thank the teachers, administrators, and support staff for supporting the students in this program, as well as our families and the entire village. So 41 years ago, my sister Denise graduated from this very program, and she has worked hard in the community giving back. So I appreciate what the staff members have done and this entire community. I know how important it is. Congratulations to our graduates. Good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have one more round of applause for our superintendent, Ms. Teresa Weatherall Neal. Superintendent Neal has been part of the Grand Rapids Public Schools for 43 years. Please join me in thanking her for her leadership and dedication as we wish her well in her upcoming retirement. Tonight, we are recognizing young adults from Lincoln Developmental Center, Lincoln School, Pine Grove Learning Center, and the Community Transition Campus. Lucky us to have had the opportunity to get to know, teach, and learn from these amazing young adults. The young adults who sit before you come from across Kent County and are about to take the next big step in their lives. They have made many transitions in their lives, but none as great as this one yet. These young adults have been prepared for this day through determination and by you, their families, friends, and school staff. Now comes the time when the community takes its turn in supporting continued growth and discovery. Students, you are moving from the school-based world to the community world. And it's going to be hard work, but you are no stranger to hard work. We have seen you be resilient, patient, and understanding. We have seen you be brave and determined. We have seen you attempt and conquer challenges. While there is much more you have to do, while there is much you've already done, there is much more left for you to do. This is your time. Go for what is in front of you the same way you have gone for your work with us at school, and you will be successful. To everyone who has been in front of, beside, and behind these learners, we thank you. While I get to stand before you, no one is more proud of you than your parents, guardians, grandparents, family members, and friends, and we thank you. Then there is our dedicated staff who have influenced you over your school career and who you are here tonight to support and encourage you, and we thank you. Yes. As well as our administrative team who are seated behind me on this stage, Mr. Steve Cadu of Lincoln Developmental Center, Mr. Keith Hutchins of Lincoln School, Ms. Vonnie Vanderswag of Pine Grove Learning Center, and Ms. Laura Ochoa of the Community Transition Campus. On behalf of Grand Rapids Public Schools, it has been our pleasure to serve you. We thank you for this opportunity and wish you continued success as you make this community your own. Congratulations, graduates. I'd now like to introduce Alexandria Cowden, known as Allie, from our Community Transition Campus. Alexandria will share a reflection. Allie?
Good evening, graduates and parents and families. I am Alec Cotton from the Community Transition Program. I'm Alec Cotton from the Community Transition Campus, of the Everhart Center. I am very honored to be doing this year's reflection speech. I have attended for CTC for 5 years and have made many memories, learned many things, and have grown into a strong and powerful advocate. I would like to share some of the memories and important things I've learned from CTC. I have lots of memories with my friends and have done lots of fun things, like going to events at Wolfsburg Circle, budgeting for lots of my friends, socializing, doing networking, and going to CTC dinner dance. I have enjoyed the things we do in the community, but also the important things we do in the program, like making my own appointments, cooking, and learning how to manage my time. I have learned many important things that I've taken with me from CTC. I have learned how to set my own goals, how to prioritize what's important, how to be safe in the community, how to take initiative, how to make good choices and decisions, and how to be a good friend and leader. I have learned how to be in charge of my life. Most importantly, I have learned how to advocate for myself. Advocacy is important because you have to use your voice, let your voice be heard so others can know what you want, what you need. I have learned to be a self-advocate that stands up for my rights and advocates for others with disabilities too. During my time at CTC, I've gone to the Capitol in Lansing to advocate for my rights and for laws affecting people with disabilities. I have also presented with advocacy and walked in fashion shows to spread awareness. I plan to continue to advocate and encourage all of you to do the same. As we all take the next step into our future, I want to thank all of our families, friends, teachers, and staff who have supported us. I also want to leave you with some words of advice. First, do not set low expectations for yourself. Set high expectations. When you set high expectations, you will feel good about yourself because you are being the best you can be. Second, you need to keep working hard. You need to know how to work hard to get a job and keep a job. Life can be hard sometimes, so keep working at things. Don't give up in life. Third, you will be faced with many decisions and choices in life. I hope you will make your own choices and decisions that will empower you to reach your goals. You have the power to change your life and the world. Congratulations, class of 2019. Don't let others define you. You can define yourself. Be nice, be courageous, be brave, be beautiful. Use your voice and be an advocate. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you, Allie. Wasn't that lovely? She asked me to stand next to her. She really didn't need that, did she? She is brave, and she is confident, and she is courageous. Before inviting each individual graduate to the stage, we have asked each of our principals to share a few words. Steve Cadu will begin, followed by Keith Hutchins, Vonnie Vanderswag, and Laura Ochoa.
Well, good evening. I'd like to thank you for being here tonight. As Tony mentioned, my name is Steve Cadu. I'm the principal of the Lincoln Developmental Center. I always have to follow the student who speaks, and that young lady, with the words she said, set the bar very high. You did a nice job, Allie. It was great. There's a rumor going around, maybe some of you have heard it, that Kent Intermediate School District is going to take over running the center-based programs. I don't know. I think it's going to happen. I believe that's a true rumor. Actually, I found a newspaper article that said Grand Rapids Public Schools took responsibility for running the Lincoln School program, the first of the center-based programs, back in 1967. So for the past 52 years, GRPS has served this very special group of students and their families. Personally, I've had the privilege of working with various center-based programs for 36 of those 52 years, with the last 13 years out on Lincoln campus. GRPS has done an amazing job meeting the physical, cognitive, emotional, vocational needs of so many students. This can be a challenging population to educate at times, but GRPS has supported our efforts for over 5 decades and has served Kent County well. So now we're looking forward to starting a new chapter in the story of center-based program with programming with KISD. So how did this all begin? Usually at this point in my speech, I give the complete history of how Lincoln School, Lincoln Campus was founded. As much as I know, the staff would like to hear that entire story again. I'm going to shorten it a bit, all right? So, in 1947, a group of 5 mothers got together and started programming for their very special needs children. They taught out of their homes, but soon realized that there was a much greater need, and their little program expanded quickly. From the point of conception, it took 16 years to find a location, raise money, and to build Lincoln School. But when thinking about center-based programming, it's not the building or the facility that's important, or even GRPS or KISD. It's the people who are involved with that program, starting with our students. Our student body is comprised of less than 0.1% of the entire student population in Kent County. Each student has a unique story, a distinct personality, and a variety of strengths. They literally become like family to us. A lot of these boys and girls, young men and women, have been with us for over 20 years. Here's the thing that most people don't realize about our students. For every ounce of effort we put into educating them, they give back to us enormous amounts of love and trust. They find great joy in the simplest of things and demonstrate that if something is worth having, it is worth working hard for. Sometimes it takes 1,000 practice attempts for a mastery of a skill to happen. But when that mastery occurs, we all celebrate. We really celebrate. In all honesty, we learn as much from them as they do from us. Also, the staff who work with your children. These staff are incredibly knowledgeable and talented. Our program is so unique and specialized that all 19 school districts within Kent County send students to Lincoln campus programs to be educated. But what makes our staff really special? It's what's in their hearts. They love your children and truly work hard to meet their needs. What goes on in our buildings is second to none. When a parent sends their very special student to a center-based program, they can be assured they will be safe and receive the best educational experience possible. The last group of people I'd like to mention is our parents and our caregivers. The spirit and the desire of those 5 original moms exists in our parents today. Take our LDC graduate, Tim Vickers. You'll meet him when he comes across the stage in a few minutes. If I was to write a speech specifically for Tim, it would consist of a series of knock-knock jokes and why did the chicken cross the road jokes. Tim loves a good joke. Am I right? Am I right, Tim? He's content, he's happy, he's easygoing, he enjoys life. He'll let you know when something's wrong, but for the most part, he's always in a good mood. The main reason for Tim's positive attitude is the loving home his parents provide for him. Tim's mother takes care of his every need and goes above and beyond. Over the years that I've known her, she has taken him on a vacation to Nova Scotia and to the Caribbean. I was actually going to have her adopt one of my kids at one point. She does such a great job. You want to see what unconditional love looks like? It's sitting in that chair right there. Truly, it can be found in any chair that a parent or caregiver is sitting in tonight. Parents, we value you as partners in your child's education. You know your child best. You know their strengths, their abilities, needs, and challenges. As a result, you've played a vital role in the education of your child, and we appreciate that very much. Mr. Tim, one last knock-knock joke for you. You ready? For some of you, this is going to be a repeat. Knock, knock. Broken pencil. Forget it. This joke is pointless. Hey, it worked. So, on behalf of the entire Lincoln campus staff, I'd like to thank the families from the bottom of our hearts for trusting us with your children as they grew into young adults and allowing us to share in their journey for all these years. Thank you and God bless.
I don't know if I can follow a knock-knock joke. I'm Keith Hutchins. I'm the principal at Lincoln School. So sitting down to write this speech, I kept asking myself, why are these programs so important? What are the positive effects we have on students in our community? What is done in these buildings that we couldn't do anywhere else? The conclusion was always the same: nothing. Obviously, this was not the answer I was looking for. I wanted something profound that when read today, I'd bring tears to your eyes, would cause students to break in a roar of applause. So disappointed, I kept pressing on. Then suddenly, in a revelatory moment, the answer came clear. We're not providing any unique service or support. We don't offer instruction that couldn't be done in any other building. Whether programs are run by Grand Rapids Public Schools or Kent ISD, the school day would look relatively the same. The one trait that sets us apart from everywhere else is the people. The students and families who are sitting here tonight and the staff who work diligently to support these individuals, these young adults who have put their trust in the staff to prepare them for today. These students put forth maximum effort to complete tasks many of us take for granted. They're individuals who understand that nothing worth having comes easy. Students who hold themselves to high standards, set goals, and live up to those expectations. Like any of us sitting here tonight, to accomplish their goals, these students need support. The support that comes from a staff that understands mediocre won't cut it. Educators who have dedicated their lives to ensure the unique groups are given a fair opportunity at success. People who understand that to achieve goals, work continues after the bell. But this is also the staff that understands balance. They know that with success comes failure, and with failure comes disappointment and sometimes heartbreak. Staff in these programs understand that there are times to push and times to step back and encourage. They know this balance because they have built relationships. Relationships that have led to trust, a trust that leads to outcomes and success. Support doesn't stop at school. To have real success, our students need to generalize the skills they learn during the day at home and in their communities. They cannot accomplish this without the support of their families. Families that sacrifice daily to ensure their students are given every opportunity to live a meaningful life. Like staff in these programs, our families have dedicated themselves to guarantee students achieve success. This dedication leads to strong connection with school teams, and as a result, relationships are built between caregivers and school staff. Like the bond between students and teachers, the relationship established between families and schools is founded in trust. As you may have noticed, the word trust continues to present itself as a theme. This is no accident. When you look at the level of importance that people play in the success of these programs, trust is inevitable. Without trust, we are afraid to take risks, and without risk, students are not given a genuine opportunity at reaching their full potential. Trust is what allows parents to put their students on a bus each morning. Trust enables us to be honest with one another when having difficult conversations about what's best for students. Trust is the foundation of these relationships that are vital in the accomplishing our mission. This brings me back to what makes these programs unique. It is the people, the relationships established between, and the trust that comes from. It is these very pieces that make days like today hard. It feels like we are saying goodbye to significant people in our lives, individuals who we've invested in and invested in us, students and families that have brought us both frustration and joy, saying goodbye to a family member. Like any family member, or like any family, there comes a day when members need to spread their wings and begin a new life. This family is no different, but like any family, there is always a place to come home. We are here tonight to celebrate accomplishments, not to say goodbye. This is not goodbye, instead the transition to bigger and better things. Graduates, know that we are proud of you. Know that we expect great things from you. Know that the support you have given, or we have given, does not go away at graduation. We are family, and family supports family. Our doors are always open. Good luck, class of 2019.
Good evening. We're glad you are all here. My name is Vonnie Vanderswag, and I've served as interim principal at Pine Grove Learning Center since November 1. Pine Grove opened in 2009 for the students who were mostly in the southwest corner of the county. It's a part of Lincoln campus. Currently, we have about 100, I will just say about 100 incredible students and over 50 fabulous dedicated staff members. In addition to the progress that our students make in the curriculum and on their individual goals, the students of Pine Grove are taught strategies and reinforced for being hawks. What is a hawk, you may ask? H stands for being helpful. A, aware. W, willing. And K, kind. Pine Grove parents, you can be very proud of the young people you raised, who are great examples of the hawk character traits. They are some of the most helpful, aware, willing, and kind people you will ever meet. An example is Kamari. I knew Kamari a long time ago in my school that I used to work in. My very first day, Kamari, which was, I would say decades ago that he and I were together. My very first day, Miss Vonnie, good to see you. That warmed my heart. Another example is Justin. I had another student in Justin's room who I knew quite well, and so of course I would go in and say, "Good morning," to the other student. And Justin asked his teacher, "Miss Megan, why is that new principal not saying hi to me?" So we picked that up right away, didn't we, Justin? And he also taught me how to correctly pronounce his last name. That is very helpful for me. Parents, all of you, we thank you for sharing your students, your sons and daughters, our students, with us. As a staff, we can truly say we have learned with them and from them, just as they have from us. Best wishes to all students and families. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Laura Ochoa, Administrator of Community Transition Campus for this year, and then next year I will start my new position at Pine Grove. Graduates, can you believe it? You're here. Graduates, when you think over your time these past years, please remember all the lessons, big and small, that you have learned. Think fondly of the friendships that you have made and the impact that you have had on the lives of others and they on you. Remember the lessons you've practiced and the things that staff have taught you, all 80 of them at CTC. And remember the intentional community experiences, or ICES, where learning is intentional, whether it's going to the zoo and practicing using money, or whether it's going to a Griffins game. The job sites where you learn different job skills. Remember that you are special and that you have a voice. Please use your voice to advocate and stick up for yourselves. Try new things. This has been an awesome year. Know that you will be missed, and please accept our congratulations as you begin a new direction. Life is a series of beginnings and endings, times to say hello and times to say goodbye. John Irving is quoted as saying, "You only grow by coming to the end of something and by beginning something else." Here's to growth and to change and to endings, but most of all, new beginnings. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, administrators. It is now time for our young adults to be invited to come forward for an individual presentation of their certificate. As your name is called, please join us, receive your certificate, and shake hands with the guests on stage. We will begin with Mr. Jonathan Walter Bessinger. Jovante Marquel Coleman. Ms. Alexandria Cowden. Mr. Michael Allen Cox. Mr. Michael Allen Donnell. Ms. Heather Lynn Dykema. Mr. Nate Estes. Mr. Nick Evans. Mr. Austin Hammer. Mr. Matthew Jousma. Miss Brianne Kennedy. Miss Michaela May. Miss Michaela Taylor Morrison. Miss Sheila Marie Perez. Mr. Ernest Cornelius Pimpleton III. Mr. Jacob Michael Sheik. Michael, come on this way. Mr. Connor Michael Smith. Mr. Vicente Soria Diaz. Miss Carrie-Ann Nicole Suen. Mr. Travis Nathaniel Troon. Miss Tajay Nicole Walker. Mr. Joseph Walsh. Mr. Shane Patrick Walsh. Mr. Joshua Thomas Wright. Mr. Luke DePoit. Miss Arica France. Mr. Jeremiah Glisson. Mr. Kamari James Mockerman. Mr. Justin Charles Kazmarczyk. And Mr. Timothy Daniel Vickers. You did an excellent job, graduates. Ms. Grant, would you please join me at the podium? Tonight, I present to you 34 young adults from Lincoln Developmental Center, Lincoln School, Pine Grove Learning Center, and the Community Transition Campus. As Director for Accountability within the Special Education and Early Intervention Services Department, I certify that all the students who receive certificates have met or exceeded all the requirements as set forth by the Grand Rapids Public Schools Board of Education and the State of Michigan.
On behalf of the Board of Education, faculty, and staff of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, it is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2019 for Lincoln School, Lincoln Developmental Center, Pine Grove Learning Center, and the Community Transition Campus. And with the power vested in the board by the state of Michigan, I hereby confer certificates of completion on each. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Grant, and thank all of you, family, friends, staff, for attending this recognition ceremony this evening. Will the members of the class of 2019 please rise? Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the graduating class of 2019. We ask that you remain seated until our celebrants and special guests have exited the auditorium. Parents, you've received instructions on where to meet your young adults after they have exited. And on behalf of Grand Rapids Public Schools, I say thank you and congratulations to our graduates.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we